Feed me. Feed me more. Feed me more. Feed me more. Feed me more.
Happy Sunday evening. If you're in the United States, I am the big guy Ryback. Welcome to my Feed Me More Nutrition Live. We're doing a late one today. I am currently on a fast. I did 18 hours of a dry fast with no water, which would be technically called a soft dry fast, as I did shower and use mouthwash, but did not consume any water, and which is actually the preferred way from many people that I've seen. That is the safest way to do it. Now on a liquid fast for the remaining 24 to 36 hours. But I am here tonight, guys, for you. We're doing a really cool giveaway. I'm giving you guys actually $50 in value tonight for free on feedmemore.com with Feed Me More Nutrition. What we're doing is all you got to do tonight is go to feedmemore.com and use discount code KICKOUT, KICKOUT, discount code KICKOUT. Guys, spend a minimum of $25. That's all you got to spend. A minimum of $25 on feedmemore.com, and I'm giving you a free bottle of our KickOut immune system support that I have not been sick in nearly 8 years while consuming this, guys. Before it ever became KickOut, I was using the ingredients as I came up with this many years ago in WWE after I got pneumonia. Also, guys, with this, I'm also giving you a free Feed Me More Nutrition face mask and beanie, which I did not bring in here with me once again, which I should have brought in to show you guys. These are, which is a $25 value on top of this $25 value. So you're getting $50 free tonight on feedmemore.com with your orders. The minimum purchase amount of $25, purchasing a supplement or stack on there or combination of things, guys. So take advantage of this offer. This ends tonight at midnight Pacific on feedmemore.com. I'll have it in the description and the comments, and I will bring it up throughout this video as I answer some of your questions, health and fitness, and things that come up in the conversation here. Good question. When would the chocolate protein be in stock? Guys, we're not so, and I mentioned that on another, I thought of the other video, but I'm not going, we are discontinuing our grass-fed whey protein isolates. And I've already approved 3 brand new flavors on our new plant-based ISO Hungry protein, which is a pea protein and rice protein, a complete protein, a complete amino acid protein. Great tasting, not thick like all the other plant proteins. Tastes very much like a whey protein shake. I can't. So once we're out of stock on the peanut butter and the fruity cereal, those are gone forever. And it was a business decision that I made, knowing what goes on in the dairy industry, and now knowing that information and seeing what happens to cows and cattle, and to see that process and to know that I am contributing to the problem. And never knew that. But once I went down that path, it was just something. And being vegan now myself and plant-based, I made the business decision not to do it. So once we sell out of those, they're gone forever. And I know there's not another company that has the quality that we have in the taste, I believe. So I don't know what to tell you. There are other stevia options out there on that, but you're gonna like. I have a feeling that the majority of you, once you taste the plant protein that I'm delivering, you're going to change your perspective on things. Because part of the problem with a lot, and this is one of my main things when we were making these, that they couldn't suck and taste. And one of my issues is all these plant proteins are way too thick. They're grainy, they're thick, and people don't like that. I don't like that. So I can't sell that because I'm not going to use it myself. So I really think our caramel cookie is going to be the first one I release. and then we got a peanut butter and chocolate as well. And I will roll those out individually here over upcoming months with everything. We're kind of waiting to see what goes on with the pandemic and with the virus, and because I've had to pull back on growth a little bit because it depends on what the situation with the economy is going to be, as we are just waiting and seeing. But that is the game plan. That's what's happening. So stock up on that peanut butter pieces and fruity cereal if you like them. I'll do my best to get those flavors. Like the peanut butter tastes just as good on the plant-based one as well. So I'm not worried. And I made a business decision based just for moral reasons and knowing what's going on, and I don't want to contribute to the problem anymore. And it's up to me to be part of the change. So that's what we're doing on that. The book, The Phoenix Protocol, is a book I'm reading right now on dry fasting. There's a lot of information online on dry fasting. I've always done water fasting, and I've heard of dry fasting. I actually did it a little bit early on, but it's a lot harder. It's a lot harder because today wasn't nearly as difficult as I thought it was going to be. But I'm always so used to kind of consuming something. And the dry fasting, you got to be a little mentally tougher. It's an evolution. It's have years of experience now with fasting where I'm ready for the next evolution of it. And dry fasting actually is superior to water fasting from everything that I've read and seen. And they say a 24-hour dry fast is the equivalent of like a 72-hour water fast, but you tap into the fat burning process a lot sooner. And it allows everything happens at a much quicker rate. You tap into the water aspect of things from your fat cells. It's just like, if you're going to do it, you might as well go all the way, sort of thing. And I could tell you that because I would drink so much water when you start looking at it from what's going on inside your body, that I'm doing it for healing purposes and the fat loss also, but mental toughness as well, that the benefits are just far greater on a dry fast. You do need to make sure you're hydrated, go into it. Like, I've stayed home the entire day. This is the first day I haven't left my house at all for anything. And I'm just like, that was a little bit tougher. And because my go-to would always be to go get a coffee or have my Wake Up Unlimited Energy pre-workout in the morning, which always made things easier. But it's just the next evolution for me. And I'm looking to just continuously improve myself and stay forever young and to be able to come back wrestling at my all-time best. So. I do not know. Let me make sure. I saw somebody had a question about the code. I want to make sure it is active. You just got to make sure you have a minimum purchase amount of $25 in your cart. So I'm making sure. We got to make sure that is working for people here. So I will check that right now, because everything was set up from what I saw. Let's see if we can't get this working. Can anybody else confirm on that? Give me 1 second, guys. Bam, do that. I'll get to some questions here. Go to the checkout. I do abs 2 times a week as well, usually a weighted ab, and then either P90X ab Ripper X 1 or 2, or an Athlean X ab from this ab app I paid for. I take their exercises and do a different workout usually once a week from that as well. All right, it is working. Okay. I just wanted to, it says it was active. So thank you because it saves me time from not having to go, guys. But just simply spend $25 on feedmemore.com. Make sure your cart, it has to say, guys, because we have to do settings when we do these codes. So you have to make sure that your cart has $25 in it at checkout. It's not $24.99, not $22.99. It has to be $25 or greater, $39.99, $49.99, $109.99, whatever that is, with the bottle of Kickout in there, and use discount code Kickout, and this will be discounted to $0, free with your orders, guys, along with the free Feed Me More Nutrition face mask and beanie. And that ends at midnight tonight Pacific. Yes, our joint formula, that one is the next supplement coming out. I'm actually waiting on labels to arrive at the manufacturer on that. And we will be getting that out as soon as it is sent to fulfillment. And we will be fulfilling all the pre-orders on that as well. So if you guys order anything tonight with the 1, 2, 3 muscle joint tendon formula, those orders, whatever you order tonight, when that's all the other stuff goes out right away. And then we reship the 1, 2, 3 joint formula when it comes in, and I just pay the extra shipping on that. We take the hit on it, but it's part of just having the pre-order, and I like getting them up early on that. So good question. I just talked to Joe the other day. I do guys have a multivitamin that we want to do as well. Again, you guys got to understand the virus is completely, I get people all the time, they're like, are you doing more flavors? Like, we got a lot of stuff out. I got, I think, 11 or 12 supplements, multiple flavors in each. And, but the pandemic is slowed things down because I've noticed a change in people and what's going on, especially in December. January is picking up again, though, really nicely. But I got to wait and see because it again, if people don't have money, people aren't spending. So, and I've been very aggressive this past year in growth. So it's just something we got to wait and see. Lena J says, Canada loves you. Hope all is well and safe with you. Thank you very much, Lena J. And absolutely very happy, healthy. Looking forward to getting my next stem cells in February. But I hope you're doing well. And I do see your comments regularly on the YouTube as well. So thank you for the love and support. I do see all your guys' comments. And we have a great family of Rybackers here at Ryback TV, or if you're watching on Twitch at Ryback Rules or Twitter at Ryback. So thank you very much. If you're 16, my stick figure and I'm going to start working out, what is the best advice and routine or diet to start up with? It depends on your goals. And again, the best thing you could do is learn about nutrition and fitness and then implement small changes into your routine. And that's such a broad question that there's no right or wrong answer because I don't have enough information on that. But you got to start. What I'm going to tell you is you got to start reading. You got to learn. Go to Pinterest and start looking at things and start getting your mind working. You see, it's like on fasting. If I want to learn about fasting, I'm not going to go to a guy and go, what do I need to do to start fasting? I'm just going to start learning about it. We live in a time and age with Google, and there's a lot of misinformation also, but there's so much good information out there. You're going to start coming across the right stuff if you start asking the right questions. And so it's kind of where I'm really big on the self-learning mindset deal. And because I can tell you what I'm doing, but it's not that doesn't apply to everybody. You just got to start and then start growing on that slowly. Learn about food, learn about nutrition, and that's kind of, you got to get that ball rolling on your own though. I did that when I was your age. I started researching and I just, all I did. And that's why I'm at where I'm at now. It's a never ending, the game of learning never ends, guys, on that. I could tell you to do 100 push-ups a day. What if you can't do one though? So you got to start with doing one a day and you got to grow on that. And you got to start looking at other things and what you're trying to get in shape for and just push yourself. And small changes consistently over time lead to big changes in the future, in the long term. Shakers, guys, good question. Our shakers just ran out of stock. I did a small order locally here where with the new Feed Me More Nutrition logo, those are supposed to arrive this upcoming week. And then because I'm doing a whole new order of brand new black shakers, I'm waiting for the sample to get in to make sure it's the shaker bottle that I want. And then I got a huge order, and we got thousands of those coming in. But we got cool new logo bottles coming in, very high quality that I got domestically here. That those are going to be arriving in stock this week to hold us over until I get my mass shipment in. Good to see all of you guys. Thank you for joining me here. Also, we took a little bit of a break on the Ryback Show podcast and the Shooting Blanks Wrestling Report. Took a nice little 2-week break after doing it for about over 4 years plus of no breaks. And just to let my mind rest, not do interviews, just nothing. As far as that goes, I'm working. The work never stops, but those will be should be resuming this upcoming week. I'm waiting to get confirmation on Sunny Kiss for Friday, as well as or whatever day that ends up being, and then doing the wrestling report probably on Friday. Good to see all of you guys. Thank you for joining me. We're doing a very cool promotion tonight, guys. The orders are coming in, so I know the code is working. And taking a look right now. Let me see here. Yeah, guys, and there is a minimum of one purchase per order. So on any orders that we see that abuse the discount, they will be canceled as well. On that, it's for one bottle of Kickout, guys. With your order, you got to spend a minimum of $25, and then the free bottle of Kickout is yours on feedmemore.com. Again, people that do not adhere to that, those orders will be canceled, and we will go through and do that as they come in. Good to see all of you guys. Thank you. Yeah, we're going to just put user in timeout. Man, it's still good to see you, bud. We're doing a free bottle of Kickout tonight. All you do is got a minimum purchase amount of $25 on feedmemore.com. Also free beanie and face mask as well with your orders, guys. And that's discount code Kickout on checkout at the end of the checkout process on feedmemore.com. Looking here as the questions come in. I appreciate all the wrestling comments, guys. We don't answer the wrestling stuff on here. My stem cells are the beginning of February next month, though. So, and then from there, it's getting ready. So I'm preparing physically now. And then after that, it will be physically and getting back in the ring and learning about 100 new submissions, which I know a ton of them already. I think you got to, sometimes that kind of wrestling could be boring, but get in, get some new roll-ups, some submissions, and that way when I come back, everyone's like, oh my God, you're so much better, but I'm actually just the same as I've always been. Really good. The code expires till midnight Pacific, guys, on that as well. I just addressed you guys. The milk chocolate is not coming back in stock. We will be releasing a chocolate plant-based protein, or plant-based, plant-powered ISO Hungry here this year. The caramel cookie will be the first plant protein. I can't morally sell whey protein anymore, even though it's grass-fed. That actually doesn't even matter what's going on in the dairy industry with what they're doing with the cows. And it's once the peanut butter pieces and fruity cereal is out, the ISO Hungry grass-fed whey will be forever gone, and it was just a business decision that I've made to be fully plant-based and being vegan. It's the plant proteins are superior to the dairy and the meat, in my opinion, and I'm seeing it firsthand. So I can't morally sell that anymore after they're all gone. Yeah, I have not done the plutonium #9, guys. I haven't done any hot stuff in probably a couple months. I'm letting my body rest. I don't really think it's healthy, and I get some serious inflammation after I do the hot challenges. And the grand scheme of things, I talked about this on YouTube. There's a lot of people that do clown shit on YouTube, and I don't want to fall into that category. I've got too much going on, and I don't need to do it. I'm okay with my videos not getting as much views doing healthier vegan meals, eating out than eating, and the people that do these ridiculous meals, you got to understand that takes a toll on you. And I thought just doing it once a week wouldn't be that bad. I realized, I go, after, especially once I went vegan, I go, I can't eat this stuff anymore like that. It's just not, it throws out all the good work you do all week. And if anybody else wants to do it, and that's cool, I don't need to, luckily I don't need to do it. I make, my living through feeding me more nutrition. And this other stuff is just kind of more for fun and part of the business strategy and for wrestling branding as well, for people to get to know me. So I have the bottle in there, and I don't know. I honestly don't know when I'm going to do it. And I could do it. I've done hotter already than it. I've done the tuba tear was hotter than that. So it's not a matter of if I can do it. It's just a matter of, I don't want to have that inflammation, and I'm busy. I don't like ruining my day, quite frankly. It's not worth it to me. But I'm a big fan of the Bell Life guys, and they're very entertaining. Yeah, would I consider posting exercise? I did that for a bit last year when I was kind of recovering, and it just didn't. I don't like filming my stuff, quite frankly. My workout time is always my time, and maybe once I'm back wrestling, if there's a way and to have a videographer that I don't have to talk to at all, and I could just work out and they can mirror me. Oftentimes I have the trouble with videographers are they're weirdos, a lot of them. And that's just me from my experience. And they don't like hanging around for the whole workout. They want you to do like fake workouts so they can do a video. And I got to do, I'm not, if you haven't got to know me yet, I think you'll understand that I like to just keep things real. And I don't have the time to do a fake workout and then do my real workout. But I'm sure at some point, but it is what it is. We'll go ahead and block that jabroni. That's a good question. Anthony asked, how do you find time for it all? I work long hours, 12 to 16-hour days, and can't figure out how to get in cardio, strength, flexibility, and my sport practice with enough time to recover. Any advice? You just have to prioritize that. So that there has to be a way. So you may not be able to get the full workout in. Maybe you don't have a 2-hour window for that workout. Maybe you need to now think, how can I get that workout in 1 hour? And maybe it's taking an hour of sleep out, which I'm a big advocate of getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep. But, even if 6 to 8 hours is more than enough time, if you're doing other things right and your diet's really locked in. But you got to look at that and you got to prioritize based off that. And when you can get it in and do it, and maybe it's cutting out a little bit of time in other areas, but only you could figure that out. It's all prioritization, and it's tough. Life, all of our lives, we all have so much stuff going on. I tell people this too, and this is a really real thing going on, and I know this because I've done it. That how many of you? So, like, say when you go to the gym, how many of you sit in your car and look at your phone before you go into the gym, or when you get out of the gym, or even when you're using your phone, regardless of what you're using it for, I find we lose a lot of time on our phones, even non-working. Like I work from my phone a lot, but there's times where I go off of it and I'm doing other things, and you browse or you do this and that, and you're like, oh man, I just 15 minutes just went by like that. You do that throughout the course of the day. Think about it. If before the pandemic, if you go out and eat, you go sit down at a restaurant, how many people are on their phones now before they even look at the menu? Oh, waiter, come back. We're losing time on our phones is what it is. And not saying that that's an issue for you. I'm just saying maybe that could be. And that's where you can maybe look at, maybe you could shave off an hour of time, of lost time that you didn't really know where it was going, to get that in, to make sure you get your stuff in. Proper rest is extremely important. Absolutely. I'm a big advocate of proper rest. Fasting, I started fasting for recovery, for the stem cell benefits, for the fat loss benefits, for the mentally pushing myself, but health and recovery, and allowing my body to rest and reset after pushing myself day after day. And it's just a way for me to continuously better myself, and to stay like I haven't aged as far as in, and maybe facially looking over the years, and but like as far as like how I feel and like explosiveness and like in recovery, I haven't aged. I feel better than I did in my 20s. And I really believe it's me evolving and putting these things in my diet and going vegan, vegetarian the past year, then going full vegan, and doing fasting for the past few years in various ways, from intermittent fasting to then evolving that to just one 24-hour fast a week, and a prolonged fast every few months of with 72 hours being the record, but now doing dry fasting, which is even superior, like I said, to water fasting. And you got to read up on that. I'm still learning a lot about it myself, as I'll continue to do so. But I'm a big believer, as I learn, I do things myself, so I have that experience. There's no better thing than experience. That's why I don't really put too much stock in studies or different things. I go by what I've actually experienced, and nobody could argue that, right? And I highly suggest everyone do that. It's, you could read a study and assume something, or you could do it and know firsthand. It's like the vegan diet. I never did it. That's why I feel so much better on it. I'm seeing my body change and my conditioning improve and my strength improve, my energy improve. I'm like, this is amazing. Nobody could tell me any different. It's amazing. So it's that I'm a big advocate of that. Tom, if you tried to have a product shipped to the UK, we ship worldwide. We have a $34.99 flat rate worldwide shipping. The Wake Up Unlimited Energy is not allowed in certain countries, so that would be why. Make sure your cart does not have the Wake Up Unlimited Energy. That's not allowed in Canada, I think part UK, Australia, and a few other places because of the yohimbine in it, which is a natural ingredient, but other countries don't allow it. Switch your hydroxy cut for the Shell Shock Extreme Fat Burner. You will not be disappointed, and it's far superior to that stuff. I promise you. The ingredients we use in, like the apple cider vinegar, the green tea, the matcha green tea, the green coffee bean, the acetyl L-carnitine, the acai berry, that stuff actually it enhances fasting. Another question here. Thank you, Lena. Any New Year's resolutions? Have a good night. I'm very big on not sharing my goals publicly anymore. And that was something I learned after doing and being in WWE, in sharing my goals publicly. What happens is then the bad people out there that become aware of your goals, if they are in a position they could affect those. And it was just something I learned. You keep your goals private. Nobody needs to know your goals. If you want to, go ahead. I just learned in my life, I don't need to share them anymore. I just need to do the work and achieve them. And then maybe when they're done, I could say, yeah, that was a goal. It's and that's just something I've learned. But I don't I don't ever look at I look at every day as a constant evaluation. I've never been a big believer in like at the end of the year, like, oh man, I'm gonna just change things because it's the end of the year. The numbers don't matter to me. That's part of the reason why I don't think about age as well. It doesn't matter to me. That's why I don't celebrate birthdays. I'm thankful for every day of life, but I don't give much thought of the number. And I've always been that way since I was a kid. So it's it's just my way of thinking. Ryback psychology. Right now, David, we're doing a free bottle of Kick Out Immune System Support with your orders tonight, guys. One bottle per order, guys. All you got to do for the discounted price of free is go to feedmemore.com, have at least $25 worth of items in your cart. And that's after the discount with this for this to be applied. And use discount code KICKOUT at the end of the checkout process. You get a free beanie, face mask. Just select that when that pops up, and you add a bottle of Kick Out to your cart, and it will be discounted to free at checkout. And that'll be it's in the description, and it'll be in the comments when the video is over. We are not doing any more cash giveaways, guys. That was my way of giving back during COVID, and then realizing those only can last for so long. I think we gave out like $12,000 or $13,000 in a matter of months. So, yeah, it was great, and I loved doing it. But it gets very dangerous the higher you get on those amounts, and people start expecting it, and you got to get away from it. And I made a decision, and that was advised to me through my marketing team, which they were all for it initially. And because it was a way to keep marketing strong when I think people were pulling back on spending, and to give back to people and create excitement. But you can only do that for so long. I do think that is something I'll do a big contest maybe once a year. And that is something, that I think I will always keep in the marketing strategy. We have another super chat here. Crazy Films, thank you very much, my man, for the $4.99. Anything you guys have shipping, you got to understand that has nothing to do with the company. That has to do with the USPS is experiencing delays with certain orders, like worldwide right now, and it's nothing to do with the shipping from the company. That's all USPS, and trust me, I've had orders from other things that take a while to come in, and it's just what it is. I ask you, please don't bitch to the customer service. If you have a tracking number, the best thing you can do is to contact USPS. Now, orders that are lost or anything like that, we always will make right. Orders aren't lost, though, usually. Right now, everything's being held up. USPS is publicly said they're having delays on certain orders on different things. So I just ask you be understanding with that. It sucks. I know. I've experienced it myself, and it's not ideal. Trust me, from a business standpoint, nothing's more upsetting to me than people not getting their orders in a quick turnaround time. But you got to be understanding enough to know that it's not the actual company that's like where nobody's screwing you over, nobody's trying to get you. It's USPS is having delays. The orders will come in eventually. I promise you. And for whatever reason, if they don't, we will then make it right. I give you my word. Another $10 super chat. Nino, what's up, Nino, buddy? Happy New Year, Ryback. Looking forward to receiving that 1-2-3 muscle joint tendon. Tried the Kangen water yet? No, I haven't. I did read up on it though. I've had others try to I've read stuff on the alkaline water in the past, and I don't think it's bad. And I buy, I have filtered water here. I have a good filtered water system. I've done I used to do real waters all the time, which is I think it's a local company with the alkaline water. And realistically, I mean, I don't really notice anything. Do I think it's bad? No. I think maybe if I had it all set up throughout my whole house, maybe, over time, could you notice some maybe benefits? But like my skin's always been good. Like my hydration's always been good. So I just I've never been where I'm like, oh man, I want to spend a bunch of money on alkaline water. Just never. I look at that as more, if I bought a new house and it came with a house, I'd be like, cool. Like I wouldn't be upset over it, but I haven't gone down that rabbit hole yet. And not to say that I won't, but I do. It does look really cool, though. I did read up on it, and never say never. I'm the king in water. Looking. I used to listen to meditation all the time for all my time in WWE for many years after. I had custom meditation. I realized, I just think at the end of the day, trying to figure out how a nice way to kind of say this. And I fell into this. At the end of the day, like in the meditation I was buying, I think it's all bullshit. Like it comes into the day, it's our mindset and our thoughts and putting the good food in our bodies and doing the work. Now, is there anything wrong with meditation? Like I like relaxing music, and I don't think, but I was like, man, people have existed far, far before this stuff. You know what I mean? And a lot of people sell this stuff as a business now. And I don't. The thing that really got me is I woke up to the world. There's so many bad people selling things for bad in this world. I go, do I really want to be putting this stuff in my brain that I don't even know what it actually really is? There's no way to know. And I just made the decision. I go, I don't need it anymore. And I actually sleep better and feel better without it. I think sometimes we can get into a thing like, oh, I'm listening to this meditation program on how to be rich. How about we just do the work and learn the skill and get rich that way? Learn positive mind. You know what I mean? That's kind of where I went through it, and I was doing all that and added it in. And I just go, it's at the end of the day, I don't trust the people putting this shit in my ears. I don't. In our brains, we got to be so protective of our energy. I don't know what what they got in there. And I was just like, I'm done. Switch to a plant-based diet, my friend. That's the best thing you could do for high blood pressure. Welcome, everybody, to my Feed Me More Nutrition Sunday Night Live. I'm giving you a free bottle of my Kick Out Immune System Support. You just got to spend $25 on feedmemore.com. Use discount KICKOUT. Put this in your cart. Use discount code KICKOUT, and we will give you a free bottle. One free bottle per order, guys. Anybody that does not adhere to the rules, those orders will be canceled out. I believe the podcast stuff will resume this upcoming week, guys. Took a little break during the holidays here after almost 4 years plus of doing the shows with no break. Just needed a little break with everything else I got going on. The more I'm working with my shoulder, I'm on the softball so long during the day, guys, breaking up scar tissue, and my training sessions are getting more and more intense that I have to pull back. There's probably going to come a point where I'm going to stop the wrestling podcast as well, just because I got it's overload doing everything. And because the Ryback show I love, and I want to continue to do interviews as long as I can and doing that show. But I've had to learn. I'm going to be getting a lot busier with things going on. So I've had to prioritize a little bit. But I just taken a little break for the holidays. They made a lot of action figures of me in my time. I'm very thankful for having all the figures. Didn't get paid nearly what we should have gotten for them, but very thankful for to have them nonetheless. Sean, man, that's awesome. Shell shock is awesome. I actually see results, and I never seen results from a product like that. Thank you, Sean. Man, you guys, I'm not selling you guys bullshit. And it's the one thing getting into the supplement business. This is why I got into this, is because I loathe what people stand for and the BS and the lies. And I'm always going to tell you guys, fix your diet first. and stuff. And if you fix your diet and do the work, that's what I've always done. And supplements have played a big part of my life and helping me. These are my formulas. This is all trial and error of years of experience since I was a kid. That's the difference between my company and these other companies that have fat CEOs and whatever. They don't even use their own stuff. They don't even know about health and fitness, or the steroid bodybuilders selling you their BS garbage. That none of that played a part in any of their success, right? The part that played a part in their success was the massive injections of steroids. That's why I've looked damn near the same my entire career. Regardless of my injuries, I always stay very consistent of what I always look like and things. And it's because I've learned how to do the work in the diet aspect of things and supplement aspect of things. And that's what makes Feed Me More Nutrition different. So, and I don't worry about what the other companies are doing. And then, I look at people who are going to buy from these other companies. Eventually, they're going to buy from me and they're going to be like, well, this works. There you go. Now I got a customer for life, hopefully, and that's what I do. The proof is in the pudding. And nothing, nobody can sit there and say of every product I release, it actually does what the label says. And that's not to say, like I said, there's been people that will buy the fat burner, and they think oftentimes people will buy a fat burner and then eat way more junk because they think they're taking a fat burner. They could be even lazier. And then when the product doesn't work to their expectations, or like they don't lose any weight, maybe they stay the same. So the product actually did work, Susie and Karen, because you were eating an extra bag of chips a day. Like that's a real life stuff that goes on. But if people actually are doing the work in dieting and implement a game plan and add the supplements in, you're going to see enhanced results. That's what we're dealing with sometimes with people. But the supplements work. The GTS sleep aid, I know it works from taking it for damn near 7-8 years. Like this stuff is saved me from taking Benadryl and NyQuil every night after being wired out of my mind on adrenaline and caffeine, needing to go to sleep in the hotel after driving 3 to 5 hours. Like this is real stuff that I learned what ingredients to put together to get the results that I wanted. So that's the Feed Me More difference. Alexa, thank you, hon. You have a good night. I'll block you there. Thank you for watching. If I blocked you on Twitter, it's probably because you have something you said or I don't agree with your mindset. Good to see all of you guys. But anyways, guys, I gotta run. I gotta do a few more things here. Our Kick Out Immune System support tonight, guys, is free on feedmemore.com with a minimum $25 purchase of whether it's a supplement or $25 with the stacks. You can spend $50, $75. Put a bottle of Kick Out in your shopping cart. Use discount code KICKOUT at checkout. We'll give you one free bottle per order, guys. Any orders that don't adhere to that will be canceled out. But you get your free bottle of Kick Out, a free Feed Me More Nutrition beanie and face mask. We're giving you $50 in free items until midnight Pacific. Details are in the description and the comments as well. I thank you guys, as always, for the love and support and joining me. And check out Feed Me More Nutrition. Look at the individual product pages on the write-ups. If you're not sure about any of the supplements, we have great product detail pages on the individual. If you click on Shop Now, you can actually, on any item you click on the individual products, you can read all about them. We have stacks as well, guys. We have different apparel things. Check that out. Shakers will be in stock this upcoming week as well. Thank you very much for watching. Let's have a great week. I'll see you next one. Feed me more.